Ho, ho, ho! Christmas is just around the corner. And what is Santa Claus's favorite part about Christmas? The cookies, of course. However, if you're a busy mom like mine, you may be more focused on wrapping presents for your children, getting the house tidy for Christmas dinner, or just trying to relax by the fireplace. My mom is a great cook, but sometimes she needs a break. That's why, a few years ago, we switched from making Christmas cookies to edible Christmas cookie dough. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to make my family's favorite, quick, easy to make, and delicious edible Christmas cookie dough. My mom and I love to bake, and we have been enjoying making and eating this delicious holiday treat for many years. My family usually measures the ingredients for this recipe with our hearts. However, today we're going to be using a recipe from If You Give a Blonde a Kitchen. Now that you know what we will be making, let's begin. The first step in making this delicious, safe-to-eat dough is to lay out all your ingredients and materials. Here we have a stand mixer, whisk, and glass bowl. Over here, we have measured out our solid ingredients. 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 6 tablespoons of butter, 1/3 cup granulated sugar, and a 1/2 cup of mini chocolate chips. Now, for our liquid ingredients, we have 2 tablespoons of milk and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Once you have all of your ingredients ready, you can now begin step 2 of this process, which is treating the flour. Treating the flour is the most important step of this entire process because it ensures that the dough is safe to eat. You may be asking, what does this mean? According to Haley, the baker behind If You Give a Blonde a Kitchen, known for her work in Cosmopolitan, Elle, Marie Claire, and various other famous websites, if flour isn't cooked, it can contain E. coli. You may be thinking, I eat raw cookie dough all the time. How can this happen to me? Well, according to a 2023 article written by the Cleveland Clinic, which is an organization dedicated to treating and educating the public about their health, over 250 cases of E. coli happen each year in the United States. This is something to be cautious about because E. coli can cause fever, stomach pain, diarrhea, and even make you not want to eat. This is not something that you want to worry about when you're trying to celebrate Christmas with your family. Now that you know that shocking information, let's move on and begin treating the flour. Start by putting your flour in a glass bowl. Then put your flour in the microwave for 45 seconds. Once that's done, take the flour out of the microwave and whisk for 30 seconds. Then place the flour in the microwave for another 45 seconds. After the time has finally passed, take your flour out of the microwave. Now, add your bowl of salt to your bowl of flour. You can now begin making the dough. Now, in order to mix your ingredients, you will need to use your stand mixer. Start by adding your sugar and your butter to the bowl. Now mix until the contents of your bowl are smooth and the same throughout. This is what the butter and sugar should look like. Now we will add the milk and the vanilla. Add the milk and vanilla to the bowl and keep mixing until the mixture looks even again. Your mixture should look like this. Now for the next step, we will add the flour and salt into the bowl and keep mixing. These are all of the basic ingredients included in this recipe. However, it may seem like one ingredient is missing, the eggs. Many people know that raw eggs can contain salmonella, which may be harmful. However, many people ignore this and continue eating dessert batter without considering the risks of salmonella. According to a 2022 article written by the Cleveland Clinic, over 1 million people get salmonella in the United States every year. Thousands of people are hospitalized from it, and hundreds of people die from it. Salmonella has similar symptoms to E. coli, but it can also cause vomiting and headaches. If you don't want to poison your family this Christmas, I would suggest leaving eggs out of this recipe. Now that you have mixed together all of your safe ingredients, your cookie dough is almost ready. The final step of this recipe is to get creative and add sprinkles, chocolate chips, or nuts to add flavor and texture to your cookie dough. I'm choosing to add mini chocolate chips to my cookie dough. Congratulations, your edible cookie dough is now finished. First, you learned how to prepare your ingredients. Then, you learned how and why you should treat your flour. Finally, you learned how to mix all of your ingredients together to make the perfect edible cookie dough. This recipe from If You Give a Blonde a Kitchen is easy to make, safe to eat, and very delicious. This December, you can feel a little less like the Grinch because you know that the dessert you're taking to Christmas dinner is both E. coli and salmonella free. This Christmas Eve, your family can lay out treats for Santa that won't make his tummy hurt and didn't take mom all day to make.